First rule of the outdoors, don't bother the wildlife. Unless they bother you first. Before we start our quest for the funky lizard, we're greeted by the local and wild burros, descendants of prospectors' mules. A canyoneering first for us. From here, we drive into a remote part of the Panamint Valley, which is near Death Valley National Park. It's early morning. Even the reptiles are asleep.
Rich has got a new backpack.
And typical of a desert canyon, the approach starts up the rocky rubble of a broad alluvial fan.
$1,200?
Yeah, I have.
1180?
It's going back and forth. It's around 1,200.
1200, yeah.
1,200. I think we're going to 23. I think.
My thanks to whoever collected the GPS coordinates for this approach. I can't imagine stomping about the Panamint Mountains without them, especially when trying to find the climb that takes us to the canyon's drop-in point. Of course, the first person to descend the canyon didn't have any beta to work with, except for some Google Earth views and perhaps a scouting trip. I'm talking about Scott Swaney, who was first to explore the route in 2018. This also gave him the honor of calling the place whatever he wanted. So why Funky Lizard? After seeing this poor fellow, Swaney had his name. The climb starts off rocky, a little steep, but not bad. And then it gets horrible. On all fours, horrible. Why am I doing this? Horrible. One bad slip and off you go. Horrible. It's one of those climbs where you question if the canyon is worth all the effort.
I mean, that could actually be number 2. There's a 75-footer. Little trail right here.
We do get a preview peek down to a rappel or two, but no thoughts yet on if this is going to be a fun descent. Perhaps belatedly, we pull out the helmets to protect our noodles from tumbling rubble.
Hey Jay, I'll loose rock here.
This is going to be a theme for the rest of the day.
I think it's over there.
Yeah.
Right there.
So right here is a good place to get over to there.
To the right, yeah, it's veer right. It's a veer right, a little bit.
Huh? You want to go that way?
Well,
Really?
that's what it looks like. It's, I don't know if, I don't think that's where, I don't know, maybe that's, no, that's not the
Yeah, I have it more going to the right.
direction.
It's
a veer
you think you go there, then make a sharp right?
Sharp right, yeah.
And finally, we reach the drop-in point. No funky lizards here. Unlike some canyons, Funky Lizard doesn't have a lot of down climbs. That is, those tricky sections that don't require a rope but are sometimes a little difficult to maneuver past.
Many options.
Yeah, yep. Right now, my backpack's stuck.
After flaking the rope and cinching our harnesses, we discover the anchors built by previous canyoneers have sat for so long in the heat, wind, and maybe a flash flood or two, they need to be rebuilt.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a small round, because this is right at a, there's a sharp edge right here.
Yeah.
It's really sharp. But the webbing right where that's at looks okay. So
After constructing what's known as a cairn anchor, Rich braces himself and acts as a backup just in case the rocks blow up.
You weight the rope. I'm waiting for you to weight the rope.
Jerry, always a good sport, volunteers to go first. And we're pretty sure the anchor will hold. On rappel! The first one, I'm always nervous. I wasn't expecting an overhang. I'm not at the bottom, am I? Off rappel!
Rock! Take it easy, Dave.
Rock! Rock!
To keep from rappelling down a rope that's too short,
Rappel on my butt.
we overcompensate by dropping more line down than we think we need.
And I cannot see rope at the bottom. Rich, I don't think there's enough rope. I don't know. It's hung up again. There's a ledge. Off the top! Go.
Yep.
Oh,
You got it.
got it. Watch out for the sticky bush where I threw it.
And then there's the issue of the sticky bush, the Velcro plant that adheres to anything it touches and is almost impossible to get off. Avoiding it is sometimes hit or miss.
Tight squeeze.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Is that your gear?
Yeah. Your rope.
Good practice.
If you go down low. I'm gonna make sure that it's long enough so that the carabiner isn't going to get hooked up on up. We hear a big thud. I think we're going to be okay. Because there's kind of like little ledges you can stand on here. It's where is that at?
I know, this rock bothers me. I don't want to throw
Or
it.
no. Leave it up there.
Okay, got me?
I got you. You got it.
And
wigging.
every once in a while, one of us stands at the top of the rappel and finds their confidence compromised.
Breathe the rest of the way down. Oh! Don't look up.
I'm not. Okay.
But to be sure, we haven't left anyone behind. With some encouragement, everyone gets out in one piece. Except, of course, the funky lizard.